this is where you have to know your quarterback. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice in that colored jersey all week, that one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe it's going to take to get the message. It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And they're already just shy of midfield. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. I got you.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard. Line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 180. Check down. Hey. Check safety. Zero. Watch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st down, Rivers, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Rivers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Stafford. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Like 7. Hey, easy. Mike 6. Hey, seam 6.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Run.
Now it's Carson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, Echo. Watch the slant. Mike 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return. This one, he'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check tight. Check tight. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Sam Cook now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, Delta. Hey, 70. Check.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey. Motion. 32. Check 24. 53. Ready. Watch the whip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey. Me. Check. Check your hot read.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double tight. Hey, easy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And this isn't what they want to see. Rivers, their captain, still down. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Hey, check 37. Kill.
Now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield, he'll run it. They find some open field here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. David Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
The 26-yard line.
Set. 180. Watch the pass. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go.
Play action. Stafford. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Stafford now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
In the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8.
Exit, exit. 50, 50. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
40 got. 40 got.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, I 7. 50. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike 50, Mike. 21. Watch twist. 53. Ready. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So don't say nothing. Jim.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Let's go, baby.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Easy. Check 31. kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Wide, get wide. Omaha, ready to move. I'm on.
Stafford now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They run again with Carson, and he'll take this for a short gain.